Greetings and welcome to Pickled Watermelon Rinds, a guilty pleasure podcast featuring Auntie Joan and Auntie providing our zesty and marginally mature take on current events, pop culture, and trends. Now we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hello, Auntie Joan.
Hello, Auntie.
How are you today?
I'm doing all right. How about your own self?
Oh, just dandy, thanks.
You're welcome.
Tired of the goddamn snow. I tell you what, we're supposed to get cold in November and wind in November. That's normal. Accumulating snow, not a fan.
We've had several Halloweens down here where it was snowing, so
it
doesn't surprise me. Yeah.
But 10 inches, 12 inches.
Oh, you got that much?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're probably up to 14 now.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. Started, when did it start? Wednesday? I don't even know at this point. It just feels like it's been doing nothing but snow. And we're getting more and sunshine on Saturday, finally. Yay. Can't wait. That'll be exciting.
Yep.
What's new in your world?
Any moose or anything?
No moose. No moose, no turkeys. The turkeys went away.
Well, maybe they were taken away. Have you thought about that?
Taken away?
Well, you know what I mean. It's Thanksgiving coming up.
I hope not.
I know, me either.
But those gobbling turkeys videos that you sent me where that woman made them gobble, which was hysterical, they were white turkeys. And mine are normal color turkeys, the browns with the tans and their feathers, and that kind of stuff. What are the white turkeys?
I think those are maybe domesticated or DNA'd, I don't know, production turkeys, who knows?
Because I don't think I ever saw a white turkey before. And I was like,
I don't think I have either.
Oh. Then I'm like, are mine supposed to be white? Because they're not.
No.
Yeah, they were a daily occurrence for a little over a week, and it was very exciting. I thought maybe I became owner of a flock of turkeys, but they went away.
Well, let's hope that they just, went back home and,
I thought this was their home.
No,
I talked to them every day.
Yeah.
I told them to have a good day when they went off to work. And when they came home, I asked them if they had a good day. And then I would say night, night when they flew up into the trees. But now, gone. So, all right, fine. But mountain lion sighting down in the Boulder area.
Well, we've had them before. Actually, we've had them, out where I live, east of Boulder, too.
Yikes.
Yeah.
This was closer. I don't know if you saw it. It was closer to...
I didn't.
Oh, Iris and 16th.
Oh.
Yes. So hadn't breached over to your side of 28th diagonal stuff.
Yeah.
But I ain't too far.
Well, we get just about everything here. I haven't seen any mooses reported, but...
Man... Do elk come into your area? Because that's nice and flat down there. They like flat spots.
I haven't seen any elk.
But have you ever heard of anybody reporting it over that way? I would think.
I don't think so. Well, I'm thinking of Next Door, the app, and I don't think I've seen anybody say they've seen elk.
But deer, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We've had deer right in the front yard.
Yeah.
And foxes.
They're my favorite.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
So cute. So cute. They're fluffy, especially in the winter when the tails are all fluffy. So adorable. I do miss that. I had a resident fox at my last house and only icky coyotes over here.
I remember talking to my neighbor out in the driveway one day, one evening. It was evening, dusky. And we're talking, and this fox just goes walking up the sidewalk.
Like he owns the place.
Yeah. Out for a stroll.
Yeah. My brother's house in Connecticut once. I think it's like last year or something. We were at his house and looked out the window, and there was a young skunk just trotting down the street.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my God. Yikes.
Well, I had a big fat one die under my front porch. So, yeah.
Pleasantly plump.
No, it was fat. It was a big one. Although it could have been just, the gases that built up in a dead body that maybe expanded it. But anyway,
Yikes.
yeah.
Yikes. Gotcha. So we're advertising in a local paper these days.
Yeah, how about that?
No, Auntie Joan created some very cool art, and we decided that we were going to sponsor the Pet of the Year contest in The Mountaineer, which is a Netherlands, Colorado newspaper, but it covers the full peak to peak region up here. Excited to see which Pet of the Year actually wins. That's about 7 weeks out. And as we end up doing a sponsorship and have an ad and our logo in the local paper here, it's very exciting.
Giving back to the community.
That's right. That's what we do. We give back.
Now, what they need to do is contact the John Oliver show and have them give it the same notoriety that they gave for the New Zealand Bird of the Year.
That's right. That would be very cool.
But I think he's going off now for a while.
He is?
I think, well, taking
Already?
the break. Yeah, I think so.
We get this Sunday and that's it?
I don't think we even get this Sunday. I thought he said that they were going to be off, but maybe it was another show I watch. I could be wrong. I know.
Not ready for him to go away yet.
I know, me either. Just like the turkeys.
Do you pick up your... No, it hasn't been 2 weeks. Ceramics. I was going to ask if you were picking up your ornaments.
Oh, well, they've been fired, and Sandy B's going to pick mine up because she's just right in the same area as where we went, and then I'll get him tomorrow.
Yay!
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. Very cool. All right.
I'm kind of anxious to see how it turned out.
I'm sure they're going to be awesome sauce.
I wouldn't make that assumption, but
why not?
Anyway, where were you going? What were you going to say?
Nothing.
Oh. I did see a class, make your own watercolor Christmas cards.
You could teach that class.
No, not watercolor. No. No, I don't do painting.
You just did on your ornaments.
Well, no, but that's like paint by number stuff. But they had some kind of neat looking cards. You only get 2, and it's like a 2-hour thing. It's in Longmont, and I thought, oh, those are kind of neat. But then I've seen so many on Pinterest and stuff, people making watercolor cards and stuff. They're pretty cool.
So how would you be making them in this class?
I think maybe what they're doing is maybe just painting watercolor paints on paper, maybe, and then cutting them out in triangles and making trees. That's what they look like.
Is it like a sip and paint kind of thing? Like you'll be instructed, or is it a free form, do your thing?
No, it's instructed, I believe. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But I don't know if I'm going to go that far.
Gotcha. I wanted to there's a paint your pet sip and paint.
Really?
That's in Lakewood, if I recall correctly. At least that's the one that I see advertised. And I thought, I like sip and paints because it's something to do. But at the same time, it's like, how many of those crap ass paintings do I need to collect? I collected so many before I moved.
Did you?
And got rid of them. And then I'm like, I don't want to collect those anymore. But if it's of the beast, well, now.
Yeah.
That's a different story. So basically, you would have to send a picture ahead of time, and then they would trace it out.
Oh,
I don't know. I've never done something like that before. But I know you have to submit the picture ahead of time. And I was like, oh.
And that's a sip and paint thing?
It is. Now, they do sell kits like on the Amazon to do it yourself kind of thing. Not with your, maybe it is with your own. And it's kind of more like a paint by number kind of thing. So I think it's similar idea where you can send a picture, but it didn't get good reviews. Yeah. I don't remember why. I remember looking that up right when I saw that advertisement. And then I was like, oh, well, we could just do this at home. And then I don't remember why it didn't get good reviews. I just remember it didn't get good reviews. So I was like, oh, maybe the Lakewood thing is. And I don't know if Lakewood's the only place they do it, but that, like I said, that's the one.
Now that sounds like something that, some of the crew might be fun to do. You and me and Auntie Mary and maybe Anne would be interested,
Yeah,
she's
for the
got
kitty cats.
And
Yeah.
That might be a fun thing to do.
So I'll have to look into it because I want to say it happens a couple of times a month at whatever this location is in Lakewood. Yeah, maybe we could do that. That would be fun.
I took some classes
Mm-hmm.
by this woman it was actually the first class she taught about this, and it's making a quilt of your dog. And it's basically fabric collage.
Ooh.
Have you noticed the picture of Stella that I have on the wall over the
Mm-hmm.
steps?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I was going to make that. So I took her first class, and I think I got the drawing done, the base drawing done. So okay, I'll take her second class. So I
Mm-hmm.
took her second class, and I think I was getting too much detail in the drawing for the pieces and stuff that
Mm-hmm.
you collage in. So meanwhile, this woman has taught many of these classes. I've bought her, she makes calendars. Oh, she does them on commission. So the thing that you see over my stairs
Mm-hmm.
is what I paid her to do, because I just gave up and said, you go ahead and you do it. I love it.
It's beautiful.
I still want to do one. I want to do one of my Stanley, and I'd like to do one of the cats. But, there's different things you can do to memorialize them also. So I don't know. I need to get my sewing room back up before I do any of that stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I love the quilt Auntie Joan made for me.
The peace
The wall
quilt.
hanging. It's
Yeah, yeah.
beautiful. It's got all the endemos, and it's a Christmassy, wintry, I guess, really. I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Christmas, but
It was originally, yeah.
it was,
Yeah.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
I just love it. But I have it up year round because it
Mm-hmm.
has a
Mm-hmm.
place of honor in the house. Yes. Beautiful.
Well, that was a thank you for that wonderful
Okay. You're so funny
seafood
with that.
boil. I know, I know. I'll never forget that. It was so good. And
I'm
then
so glad.
I even coaxed her into, well, if I help, fund it, could you do another one? And you did.
I did
I
do
think that
another
was
one.
was that when your folks were out? You did another one?
I definitely did one with my brother and sister-in-law and the kids, and yes, my parents were out, and then you
Yeah,
guys all came up.
yeah, yeah.
Somebody didn't come. I don't know if it was Ann and Jack. I don't remember. And they were invited, but couldn't make it for
Hmm.
whatever reason, I believe. But I think
And
everybody else
Larry and
made
your
it.
dad got along so well.
Yes. Yes, they did. Well, that was the first time they chit-chatted was Thanksgiving at Marcia's house.
Oh,
That was
huh.
their second encounter at my house with the
Okay.
seafood boil. Yes. And that's why I kept saying that pot I used would have come in so handy
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
our pickled watermelon rinds.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well. And it's so, like I said, I just sold it 2 years ago at a yard sale. I was like, I don't need this thing. I'm not going to do that again. And
Well, you got by without it.
I did until I didn't.
Well, I mean, but
Yes, we
yeah,
made
you had a
two.
workaround. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Instead of doing one batch of the canning, I had to do two. Just a
Have
big
you
deal.
have you opened yours yet?
Mm-mm, I'm saving it for when somebody comes over.
Oh,
Nobody comes over, so it'll be a while.
same here.
I figured it'll be a nice appetizer to put out and see how people like it, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. We'll see. Have you started any Christmas decorations yet?
Oh, yes, I have my Christmas villages up.
Well played.
And that was quite a lot of
It's a
work.
lot of work.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Maybe I should take photos and we can post
Maybe.
them.
That would
Yeah.
be great. That would be
Hmm.
great.
Hmm.
We'll see how ambitious I am tomorrow. I might put the upstairs tree up tomorrow. That's usually the last thing I do, and I think I want to do it in reverse this year because it always gets kind of shortchanged. I'm like so excited to do the downstairs and get that all done, and then by the time I'm like, oh, now I got to go upstairs. Oh yeah.
That's why I kept all my Christmas stuff upstairs and didn't have you haul it all downstairs.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. So, like I said, because I'm in no rush, I won't turn anything on until after I get back from my upcoming trip. But I figure
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about
it
that.
doesn't hurt to get. That's what I did last year. Is I put it all
Yeah,
up
yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
just didn't turn it on until I got home. So, I think I'll do the same, but there's no reason not to start early if I'm not turning it on, especially the upstairs stuff because nobody can see that but me. Like you can't see that through the windows anywhere. My neighbors can probably see it when I have the shade open. That's about it. One neighbor.
Well, that makes sense. I was thinking, my gosh, it's not even mid-November. And I know you and somebody else we know is putting up her tree and maybe another somebody else we know. And I'm thinking, it's pretty early, but
it is.
It's not my place to judge.
Yeah. I was a big fan of the Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah.
To put it all up. But now I go away. So it's like,
exactly.
all right. So I usually do it the weekend before that now. So this is very early for me to even think about this. But I was like, well, if I got nothing better to do and I'm going to be trapped in the house because of freaking snow tomorrow.
Yeah, it
might
makes
as well
sense.
get her done.
It makes sense for you to do it while you can.
Yeah.
Because who'd want to, do that long trip and then come home and have to.
No, I wouldn't do it. I could tell you here and now.
Exactly.
I'd be like, nope, it's not happening this year. So.
But we know somebody who was out walking her dog. Was it last Christmas or the Christmas before? And spotted an artificial Christmas tree on the curb that somebody was throwing out. And she hauled that thing back home.
That's right.
And she loves it. She loves
it. And that haul, we mean haul, people. She dragged that thing.
Dragged it
all the way home. I'm like, you're so funny. And she loves that tree. It's so funny. It's nice. We're not like, she just loves it because she dragged it home. No. It's a nice tree. I don't know why that person was getting rid of it. It lights up.
They probably maybe they went to the pre-lit or something like that. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, she just loves that tree. And I'm like, it was a great find. I used to brag about my tree, the one I put up in the loft that, I bought back in 2004 after Christmas sale for like $40. And I do love that tree. But she beats me. She paid $0 for it, dragged it home, and it's a great tree.
I bet it was 1980. I was living in Loveland and it was after Christmas sale, everything 50% off. So I drove up to the Target in Fort Collins and they had, all their artificial Christmas trees on sale. So I was driving a Volkswagen at the time.
Was this your bug? Your Beetle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun.
Yep.
In the winter.
I saw this tree and I really liked it. And I thought, I got to, you got to. So I buy it and I wheel it back to the car.
Yeah.
In my Volkswagen. It was all boxed up and everything. So I'm looking at the inside of the car and I'm looking at the box. And I think, how am I going to get this to? I ended up unpacking that box and shoving it in to my Volkswagen.
Oh my God. I really wish there were video cameras, in all the parking lots like there are now back then, because that would have been a sight to see.
I got that sucker in. And
that's awesome.
I guess I probably folded up the box too. I don't know. And shoved that in there too.
Hey, whatever works, man.
I know. I was so proud of it. And it was a nice tree. It was a nice full tree. I wish the one I have now, had the same shape that one did. Yeah.
Well.
So.
Now, did you put anything? Was your trunk in the front?
Yeah, I think I might have put
one piece.
One part of it, in there. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I would have loved to have seen that.
Maybe that's why when I see that Volkswagen commercial with Neil Diamond's song, it just tugs at my heartstrings,
Well, yeah.
Good times.
I don't think I know a single person who had a Volkswagen Bug that regretted it.
Yeah. No.
That was just like, I would never have gotten that again. Or they always have really fun memories of it one way or another. And it was a good car for them and all that. Yeah. I never wanted one, but I definitely see the appeal and that people really do enjoy them. It's kind of cool. How many cars can you say that about, honestly? I have my SUVs. They're fine. They, get me from point A to point B. I do enjoy driving them. I think, they drive well, but I don't have those kind of memories with them.
Well, between that Volkswagen Super Beetle
Super Beetle!
Super Bee, Super Bee. And then, of course, my 1966 cran apple red Mustang convertible.
That makes
Yeah,
sense to me.
yeah, yeah,
If I ever had something like that, I'd be talking a lot about that too. I do love
yeah,
the
yeah.
Mustangs, not the new ones,
No,
but I like
no.
the old style
Yeah,
Mustangs.
every time I see one, especially the red ones are real popular when you
Yeah.
in like on the TV shows and stuff.
And you
Shoot,
see
I
the
could have no.
steering wheel with this like little spokes and so cool. Love it.
I actually, for Christmas one year, I asked for a Mustang horn. And what it was, yeah, there was this automotive parts catalog that
Mm.
I don't know was a big deal back in the day. And I would see this Mustang horn, which I asked for Christmas, and I got it. And I don't know if my dad installed it or whatever, but it was a button that went underneath the dash, and you press it, and it would put out this. I mean, it was pathetic. It was pathetic. But my friends and I would get a kick out of it. So
Yeah.
anyway, yeah. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Now we're on to the part of our program where we discuss what we're watching.
What you watching, Auntie?
Well, I do love me some Carrie Russell ever since The Americans. I love that show with her and her hubby, Matthew Rhys. And she is in a newish, well, it is new. It's only a couple years old. The first season came out a couple years ago, I guess, or maybe it was a year ago. I don't know. But the second season's out and it's called The Diplomat. And it is, she is portraying an ambassador for the United States. And she is located in the London area, but in the outskirts. I don't know exactly
Yeah.
where they are. In a very pretty house.
A house.
Castle,
Yeah, I
mansion.
was going to say
It's
a
ginormous.
cottage. An English cottage.
Yeah, exactly. So I like it because she's, kind of keeping with the foreign affairs kind of theme, but a totally different character than what she portrayed on The Americans. But I do like this because they do have a lot of silly parts to it because she does some silly things and they all do silly things. And then there's Rufus Sewell, who plays Hal Weiler, which is her husband. And he was an ambassador, but now he's not. So he's kind of letting his wife take the lead. But is he really? He's kind of one of those that's always kind of maneuvering for position in some way and all that. Okay, Auntie Joan, do you know where you know Rufus from?
I don't remember. I think it was some British show I used to watch, but I looked him up and whatever it wasn't what I thought.
Have you seen the movie with your man in it called The Holiday?
No, I don't watch those.
But it has Jude Law in it. You love Jude Law.
Yeah,
He's your man.
Well, he's one of them, yeah.
Oh, one of them. Your harem.
My him.
Yeah. So Rufus was Kate Winslet's interest. She was interested in him. It was her unrequited love that kind of sets the start of the movie. It took me a while to figure out. I'm like, God, I know that guy. And then I was like, oh, I know where I know him from. So anyway, he's in it. I don't know. I'm sure he was on other British movies, but that's where I know him from. And then there's Ali An, who plays Idra Park, Idra Park, and she's CIA.
Yes,
or CIA, right?
CIA, yeah.
Okay. And she kept looking for me. I'm like, how do I know her? Oh, actually, no, it was the other show I saw her in that I was like, I know her from somewhere. And it turns out it was from The Diplomat. She's in the latest Disney series called Agatha All Along. And she's one of the witches in this movie. And I was like, damn, I've seen her before. And then the new season of The Diplomat came out. I'm like, I knew her from somewhere. And do you think is his name Otto or Ado Essendo, the Stuart Hayford character on The Diplomat? Her, right hand, Carrie Russell's right hand and Ali Ann's love interest.
Yeah.
It's spelled ATO. I don't know if that's Otto or Ado. Anywho, he's wonderful in this. He's kind of the straight man to Carrie Russell's crazy. Carrie Russell doesn't like to dress up. She was previously, before becoming the ambassador, she was an operative. Was she also in the CIA? Was it CIA or was it some other branch?
I'm not sure. I didn't really, I don't know.
Right? I don't know either.
I thought she was going to be the ambassador or whatever, diplomat in Kabul. And then that got sidetracked because they wanted her to go to London.
Okay. She was in some kind of secret,
Yeah.
something.
She was
a
very
spook of some
involved.
kind.
Yeah.
For the United States in very war-torn countries. So that's another reason why she doesn't really gravitate towards this new role, which is a little bit more, can't have
Polished.
glamorous, polished and glamorous aspects to it, going to balls and, and all that kind of crap. She hates wearing dresses. She wants to be in a frumpy suit. She's kind of like Fisk.
Yeah, I know. I thought about her too. Except she's got better taste than Fisk.
That's very true. Did you see there's a season 3 of Fisk?
I did. Yes, indeed.
Only in the Australia for right now, but hopefully it comes on over to the Netflix at some point.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Anywho, a little digression there. Oh, yeah. So she's just not super polished. So then you have Otto, who's played Stuart Hayford, his character trying to teach her how to, or try and persuade her to dress a little bit more polished, because she's also in the running for vice presidency. Because they're talking about removing the vice president. And did you love who the new who they brought in as the vice president?
In season 2?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten that far yet.
Oh, boo. Okay.
You can tell me.
It's Allison Janney.
Yeah, that's a perfect cast.
I'm doing a little happy dance in my chair, guys. I know you can't see it, but I'm doing a happy dance because I love Allison Janney. I know poor Auntie Joan had to witness it. She can't unsee it.
That's perfect, though. My gosh, yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. She's awesome, as always. They didn't say why until season 2, so I'm not going to get into that. Why they're talking about replacing the vice president with Carrie Russell's character. So that's why Stuart Hayford was trying to mold her into a more vice presidential appearance. Her hair always looks stringy and awful, like it has been washed in like 10 days.
There's times I'm like, girl, take a brush through that or something. And I'm unkempt anyway, but
but we don't have jobs like that. I mean,
exactly.
We see each other over a video screen.
Yeah.
As good as that gets, but she just, oh my God. And in season 2, she fixed a zipper on her pants with a paper clip. And it's just, it's just funny. And then there's Rory Kinnear. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but he plays the Prime Minister, Nicol Trowbridge. And he is the quintessential asshole. I don't know what this guy's like in real life, but man, can he act the asshole really well.
Well.
Oh, is he in your other shows?
I saw him. I fell in love. No, I didn't fall in love with him, but I really liked him in a series on Showtime, I think it was, Penny Dreadful. He played a Frankenstein monster.
Oh.
With a heart of gold. I mean, he was very good in that.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to see that, but I'm too cheap to pony up more money for Showtime. That's too. Oh gosh, yeah. That was a good series.
That was several years ago.
It always looked good.
And I don't know if you can even see it anymore, without having to pay for it.
Yeah.
With through Prime or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you enjoy the whole? I mean, you liked him. Did you enjoy the series?
Yeah. But see, I have this dark taste and the bizarre. I kind of like the bizarre and stuff. So there you go.
Very cool. And then David Gayassi. Maybe making that up, but he plays Foreign Secretary Austin Dennison, who is the subordinate to Corey Kinnear's. And he's just, first of all, yum. He just how him and Carrie Russell's character haven't hooked up yet is just beyond me because there's a whole lot of will they, won't they? And I can tell you in season 2, they don't, which is sad because I was like,
Is the whole
come
season
on.
2? Is all of season 2 out there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you betcha. I already binged it in one day. That was my last Sunday. I think it snowed, so I use that as an excuse.
Oh yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
I'm watching
What else
this
you gonna
today.
do?
I
Yeah.
know. Oh, that's right. That's the day I made the chili and
Mm.
was having my chili, and yep, it was delicious. And I binged that one day. Oh, I hate binging something like that in one day because now I'm sad that it's done and I have to wait at least a
Yeah.
year before the
Yeah.
next season. Which supposedly, but Netflix is so unpredictable, who knows, has already
Bastards.
been approved for season 3.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to happen.
I think it was the first or second time Carrie Russell and he encountered each other, and I knew that they were gonna. I mean, there was gonna be something there. Yeah.
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 It hasn't happened yet, and it's getting really it's getting real old.
I kind of would like her to stay with her husband.
That is such a tumultuous relationship, and it only stays tumultuous through season 2, but something happens. How far along are you in season 1? I guess I should ask.
I just started the first episode of season. Cause see, I binged watched it yesterday because I saw you wanted to discuss this, and I thought, well, I should watch it. Some of it anyway.
Uh-huh.
And I was gonna stop after the first 3 episodes. But
Okay.
that didn't happen. I continued through the whole season.
So you did watch the whole season.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Of
So you,
season 1.
so you know what happened at the end of season 1.
Yes.
So obviously that's where it picks up in season 2.
Yeah. I watched the beginning of season 2 because I wanted to see what happened.
It's yes. It's
And then it was about 3 o'clock, and I thought, I got to go to bed. So.
yes, you did. Poor thing.
No, that's normal for me.
That's true. I've been falling asleep on the couch again. I think it's a winter thing. I get through all the summer of, getting up, going to bed, and then winter comes and I put that blanket on me on that couch.
Oh, isn't that
It's
the
all
best?
over.
Yep.
All over. I wake up at 10 o'clock with drool hanging out of my mouth going, geez, what the hell time is it? I'm like, oh, no.
That's one thing I miss. I used to get in my recliner and put my feet up and relax back, and Larry would come in and say, would you like your blankie? And he'd go and get my blankie and cover me up. He's not here to do that anymore. So I got to plan ahead. Yep.
Well, that's very sweet. I like hearing Larry's stories.
It was cute. It was cute. And I always felt like such a dolt because, come on, I shouldn't be taking a nap. And he was like, oh, would you like your blankie? So. But anyway, back to the Diplomat.
How are you liking season 1?
Okay. So I started watching this probably a couple months ago. And I remembered episode 1, like with that whole photo shoot and stuff that they did.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I never went back. And I think part of that was because all the stuff going on in the Middle East and, and the names of the different characters that they're dealing with, in Iran. And, it was like too much for me. So I thought, no. But then I thought, well, I better watch at least, like a couple episodes so I can discuss. And I fell in love with the characters. I just love them all.
Yes. They're
And
hysterical.
I can kind of put, the stuff that's a little over my head or doesn't interest me that much, like the names and the weird characters and stuff like that. I can put that aside just to enjoy the goings on and the stuff with the regular characters.
Oh, I'm glad. Yay.
Yeah.
Well, you think you'll watch season 2?
Oh, definitely.
Yay.
Definitely. Yeah. I did not watch The Americans. I started to. I never really liked that. I don't think I liked him. There was
Matthew
something
Rhys?
about
Aww.
and there was something about her, Carrie Russell, in that I just didn't care for. But I really like her in this.
Yeah. I got into The Americans late. I wasn't like right at the beginning. I forget how many it may have even been done by the time I was like, you know what, I should watch this. And then I was hooked.
Yeah, it was a good premise. I mean, the whole thing. But it was just maybe that had too many characters and stuff that I just didn't want to keep up with. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, but no, I love Rufus, and the guy that plays her right-hand man,
Mm-hmm.
man. And she's got to tell, he's going to pick out suits and clothes for her, and he's not gay. I
Nope.
mean, definitely not. Yeah.
No,
Uh-uh.
no.
He
He's
just
with
wants her to, yeah,
Edra Park.
yeah, yeah. Well, that was kind of, well, we'll see what happens to them in season 2.
Indeed.
Okay.
Indeed. It's a great watch, folks. Honestly, like I said, I binged it season 2 in a single day. Auntie Joan binged season 1 in a single day.
Mhm,
It's,
mhm.
because I think they're like 40-minute episodes, right?
Between 40 and 55. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Some of them go almost an hour,
Okay.
but yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, they're so good. I like Auntie Joan said, the characters, how they developed and continue to develop in
Mhm.
season 2, and just the circumstances that they're dealing with and how they deal with them specifically is, entertaining. It's not a comedy. I wouldn't call it a comedy. I wouldn't.
No. Uh-uh.
It's definitely
Uh-uh.
a drama, but it has some comical things in it.
Mhm, mhm.
Just little quips or little things. You're not going to be like rolling on the floor laughing at anything,
Right.
but it's just well done, I think.
And you know how I like my disheveled female leads.
Well, you certainly got it in this one.
I do.
Because I forgot because I went right into, I think I rewatched the last episode of season 1 just to kind of give a quick refresher, and then went right into season 2, but I didn't rewatch all of season 1. So I remember just like the first couple episodes of season, I'm like, good Lord, what's wrong with her hair? I'm like, it just looks greasy. And I'm like, what is going on? And then later in the season, they, reminded me that she doesn't care about her appearance. She's about the job. I'll do the job.
Exactly.
Shouldn't matter how I look. In those particular types of roles, that only goes so far. And then finally you have to acquiesce a bit. And anyway, I was like, oh, that's why. I'm like, here I am thinking, how did nobody notice that Carrie Russell's hair looked like that in the show?
Do you remember the scene after she met her old friend in the bar, and they talked about Afghanistan and the people that got out and those that didn't? And the next scene, she walks into her office, definitely 3 sheets to the wind or hungover or something, and her hair really is a mess then. And her secretary or whatever kind of walks in sheepishly and puts a brush on the desk. And I actually laughed aloud at that. I thought, finally.
But did she use it?
Actually, I think she did a little bit.
Right.
But it was still, it was not smoothly coiffed. Let's put it that way.
No.
But it is a good show, and I'm glad that, you kind of lit a fire under me to watch it.
Well,
so
I'm
looking
glad.
forward. Yeah, I'm looking forward to season 2.
It's, a far cry from Carrie Russell's days as a Disney kid.
The thing about it that I like about this too is it's like the characters really are kind of normal. They're kind of like down to earth. Like the relationship between her right-hand guy and the CIA operative or head or whatever. It's just, I mean, it's cute and stuff, but it just is kind of natural, and it's kind of organic, as you might say.
So if you guys haven't seen The Diplomat, it's 2 thumbs up for me.
Yeah.
Sounds like from Auntie Joan as well.
Yeah.
So get on out there. It's on the Netflix. You can binge seasons 1 and 2, but go slow because then you have to wait a year. Not like me. And I even said it when I'm like, all right, you can watch 2 episodes and that's it. Nope. Couldn't do it. Because I was like, nope, got to keep going. And then I was done and I was sad. Oh, and there's not that many episodes this season either. I think it's only 6 or 7.
Oh.
And I think there were 10 in the first season. So that was sad too. But there's a good cliffhanger, so keep you in the loop it'll keep you wanting more for season 3.
I have to get my time machine. Fast forward. I hate to wait. I hate cliffhangers. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Now we're on to the part of our program where we discuss commercials we have to talk about. What you got, Auntie Joan?
Well, it's the new Dove commercial. At least I think it's new.
I haven't seen it before.
Beauty never gets old. Dove Beauty Barn icon since 1957.
I can't believe that's been around since 1957.
Well, I seem to remember Dove Bar being around for quite a while. But it's not like the Ivory, where you could carve out things and have it float in your tub. But anyway, this Dove commercial, I think it's awesome. It shows these women of a certain age with pretty cool attitudes and doing kind of what they like to do, kind of no nonsense, in your face. I love them. I love them.
Yeah, the first one's doing a headstand.
Yeah, that's right. And that's how they ended too, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, I've never been able to. I've always been jealous of people who could do a headstand. I've never been able to do one.
Oh, I used to be able to do headstands.
Wow. Nope, not once, not ever.
My brother could do a headstand and then go into fold his legs up in the lotus position.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
As an adult?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. As a young adult, let's put it that way.
Gotcha. I think my brother was able to do headstands. I never could. I didn't even want to do it with my feet leaning up against the wall. Nope. Nope. Not coordinated enough for that.
So the Dove Soap Company, whatever, was it Procter and Gamble or whoever, they did a big commercial thing trying to open up to all kinds of women. So, I mean, first it was women of all different sizes. You remember those commercials where they'd have them all lined up and all different sizes. And now they're going to the ages, to the women of a certain age also, which I think is pretty cool. It's just kind of nice to see that they're, highlighting women with attitudes, no matter what their age.
That's right. And maybe they're highlighting women of a certain age because whoever came up with the original campaign of women of different sizes has aged and says, well, now I know what we can do.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool too. I do love that they kind of show all the different women and when they started actually using Dove. And, a lot of them were in the 70s, which was kind of fun. Dove has always smelled so good to me. I don't buy the product. Although I do love the soap in your bathroom. The pump. Every time I use it, I'm like, man, my hand smells so good. And it's Dove soap, the liquid soap. And I just always loved the fragrance of it. I don't know why I didn't buy it. I honestly don't know what happened there. I don't gravitate towards it, but I've always loved the scent of it.
Well, I searched online and everything because my hands get dry so quickly, and especially in the wintertime. But so I was really looking for something that might help stem the dryness. To be honest, I don't feel that, this soap is any different than the rest of them. But maybe the fact that I take diuretics and I have to wash my hands so much, maybe that's got a lot to do with it too. Maybe I shouldn't wash my hands.
I don't think you should.
But I like that one scene with those two women sitting in their chairs, and then the one behind in the background, she kind of lifts her leg up over the arm of the chair, and she just takes this real take no prisoners attitude. It's like, I'm here and I'm staying, bitch. So yeah. Between them and Volkswagen, I think they got some pretty good commercials. Oh, and State Farm. Who else? Oh, Progressive, not State Farm. Progressive.
Yes. Yes.
That's right, folks. I don't know about Auntie, but I do watch too much TV, and I admit it.
Your TV is on all day. You're not necessarily watching it, but it's on all day. I try not to turn my TV on until at least 4:00 in the afternoon. Keep in mind, folks, it used to be 5:00, but I gave up that ghost. I'm on to 4:00. There are certain things that I do watch when I first wake up if they were on the night before. John Oliver. That's with my coffee every Monday morning is my John Oliver. And
Real Time
with Bill Maher is my Saturday morning coffee. And Sunday morning was supposed to be SNL, but I tried this past Sunday and it said it wasn't on. And I said, why wouldn't have been on? And then I watched Seth 2 or 3 days later, and he talks about how, something about the cold open on Saturday Night Live. And I'm like, was it on? And sure enough, I went out there, and on the Peacock, it was there. So I don't know what happened. And it was the John Mulaney episode.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So I don't know what happened with the Peacock on Sunday morning. Maybe because I'm still adjusting to standard time, I am getting up pretty early. So maybe it just hadn't processed through to the Peacock yet. I don't know. But Sunday morning when I woke up, it was not there. And I was like, oh, they must have had a bye week. But they did have like a general picture up for just SNL. And it was with John Mulaney. And John Mulaney was on there. And I was like, well, I don't remember that being there before. And so I don't know. Something funky happened there with the Peacock. But anyway, I got to watch it. It wasn't that. I don't really like John Mulaney all that much. I wasn't exactly all that thrilled that he was on. But then I usually only an hour, except for, of course, Sunday when I binge watched The Diplomat season 2. Snow days are the exception, or holiday seasons. Like I'm sure I had the TV on watching some of my Halloween stuff, Halloween movies that I like in hours that I normally would try not to have the TV on. But all that means, folks, is, okay, so I'm not watching the TV. Ask me if I'm sitting on Facebook. Ask me if I'm sitting on Instagram. The answers to those two questions are yes.
Oh, I was just going to ask.
So 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I don't know. It's probably more healthy for me to watch TV than it is to sit on that crap.
Well, I don't know. Depends on which TV you watch. I mean,
I watch entertainment. You watch news.
I do.
I can't. No, thanks. I don't know. But I do love this commercial. I agree with Auntie Joan 100%. It's a good one. I've not seen. Did you actually see this on TV?
I did.
Okay. It's not on my streaming services, or at least I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what I was watching. And it came on, and I thought, oh, okay, that's the one. That's the one.
It's a good one.
I want to talk about. Yeah.
I agree. It's good. And the one they have on YouTube's like 42 seconds long. So it's a nice long montage of these amazing women that enjoy the Dove products. And
I wish I had that style, I mean,
you got style.
No. I mean, like I would envy these, artists, that would go around, like Stevie Nicks, who would go around in these flowing.
I think you should buy that and wear it.
No.
With your scarves hanging off of your arms so you could dance around.
That's just not me. That's not me.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe in my next life.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anything else on the Dove commercial?
No.
Do keep an eye out for it, folks. It's a good one. We both enjoyed it. All right, Auntie Joan. Anything else for our listener today?
Well, it's clouding up out here again, so yeah. No, other than that, no, I'm good to go.
All right. Well, that wraps it for yet another wonderful Pickled Watermelon Rinds episode. This is Auntie signing off.
And Auntie Joan saying bye-bye now.
We thank you for listening. And remember, when life eats away at your core, make pickled watermelon rinds.